Hi guys. Hi everyone. In today's video, if you'd like to see how I make these delicious scrumptious fritters, saltfish, codfish fritters, join me till the end. Now guys, for the saltfish, I have the saltfish soaking for 2 days, and I have it on the stove here. You know, you cook your saltfish for 5 minutes, or within 7 minutes. By 7 minutes time, your saltfish should be cooked, depending on if you did not soak it overnight, and you might have to drain it and put more water and cook it. So the saltfish, I have it on the stove, and the saltfish came to a boil, and I cooked it, and I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm not gonna use all of it, guys, because for the fritters, because I don't like a lot of saltfish, Yeah, so I'm gonna clean it up and make for fritters. Now guys, for my saltfish, I only cooked it with some allspice, the pimento seed. I put it inside of it and put it to cook, and I'm gonna drain this hot water now and rinse the saltfish, and then so you have different type of saltfish that are boneless and easy to, and then you wouldn't have to worry about skin and the bone. So I'm gonna get the skin away, and then debone it. Now guys, you're gonna check your saltfish, because let me show you. This looks like, this thing here looks like a worm. I would call it a worm. Is this thing getting blurry? Yeah, that looks like a worm. So you remove it. So you have to check closely your saltfish. And yeah, remove the fine bones, remove the skin, and sometimes if it's thick like this one, the bone, I'm gonna remove. And you check between it for if there's any worm or anything you don't like the way it looks. You cut it off, cut it away. Yeah, so that's what I'm just doing. Especially the thick pieces, guys, you go between, like, you flake it a bit and go between to check to see if there's any worm, but this is okay, right? And anything on the saltfish you don't like the way it looks, like this piece, I would just cut it away. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna taste it. If it's too salt, then I'm gonna give it a rinse if it is too salt. So guys, I'm gonna leave behind this amount of saltfish, and I'm gonna be working with that. I'm gonna be cutting up a piece of this tomato, some of this onion, and a piece of this scallion, the Jamaican scallion. I'm gonna cut them up because that is what I want into my fritters, right? So the choice is yours. If you don't like onion, you don't have to put onion, but if you don't, or as well as you could put less onion, not a lot. So just let me work with it. Cut these things up. I like to use mostly the purple part in the to cook with, and a little bit of the green. 2.5 to 3/4 cup of flour sifted. I'm gonna be sifting with I like spelt flour, guys, for the fritters. I never made it with spelt flour, but I get to learn that the spelt flour is healthy. So a couple tablespoons of the spelt flour, not a lot. I'm gonna sift. So that's about 3 to 4 tablespoons of spelt flour. And I'm gonna put some baking powder. So guys, your baking powder, 2 teaspoons is good. 2 teaspoons, yeah, 2 to 3 teaspoons. Baking powder. I'm gonna combine all the dry ingredients. So my baking powder is in, and you don't need salt because you already have your saltfish. And I'm gonna be putting some thyme. You can measure like half teaspoon, or guys, it's up to you. Like, what is it that you want to taste into your, or a teaspoon into your fritters. So the choice is yours. And I'm gonna be putting some Scotch bonnet pepper, the powder one. So if you have like the pepper itself, or bell pepper, you could. And I'm also gonna put this dried bell pepper. So if you have the other kind that is not dried, you could cut small pieces and put whatever amount. So your season, just these seasonings are not salty because the saltfish is enough salt. Black pepper, dashes of black pepper, paprika, just a dash. I have to be careful, guys, because this thing could come out on me. And then cayenne pepper. So if you want to omit any of this, you could. Cayenne pepper is good for you, which is why I put it. And mix all the dry ingredient, no salt, remember. And then I'm gonna add and the saltfish, I didn't have to wash it, guys, because it's good now, the way it tastes. So let me put some onion, because it's up to you guys how much onion, right? I had my onion, tomato chopped finely. If you want to chop it finer, you could. So I'm gonna put all of that I have chopped, and my saltfish, guys. I'm not a saltfish person, so let me see. And the saltfish, if you want to have it done finer, you could. Like, if you want to chop it finer, because with this amount of flour, I don't want to put too much saltfish. And guys, my son loves fritters. My son Dwayne, he loves fritters. I think both my kids love fritters, but my son did. When he was much younger, he told me how much he loved it. My daughter probably likes it too, but I know my son loves it. So I'm just breaking up the saltfish a bit finer. And as I said, it's up to you how much saltfish you want into your fritters. So because I made all this saltfish, let me just put the rest of it and break it up. Break it up finely, as if you're breaking up bread into breadcrumbs, make it fine. Or if you want it big, then fine. If you want it big, but the finer the better for me. And that saltfish over there is for another dish. And some people, guys, I'm gonna add water to this. Some people like to add milk, but I'm not gonna add milk. I'm gonna add water. And some people like to add egg also, but I won't add any egg. Okay, just the water. Yeah, so you break it up. Get all the ingredients incorporated into the flour, and then I'm gonna add water, and it's a running batter. And how runny you want it is up to you, how runny. Okay, because the runnier it is, then I find it absorb more oil. So I'm gonna try to make it not so runny, because you know, by the time I'm frying, then all that oil that is sitting into the fritters. Let me get some water here. So guys, the same cup that I used to measure the flour, I'm using to measure the water. So half of this is good. I'm not making fried dumplings, so you know, I should take my hands out of this because it's gonna be a runny batter. Let me use a spoon. So I pour the entire 1 cup onto it. And remember, I'm making fritters. I should have had a bigger bowl to be working from, guys. Because now I have to be careful of the spilling. So it's 3 cups, 2 3/4 cup flour. So maybe I'm gonna need like 2 cups equal parts water to flour. Let's see. You go slowly. You don't pour everything all at once. Okay, go slowly to see the texture of your batter. Yep, so I think the 2 cups it took, the amount of flour. And as I said, I'm not making fried dumplings, so I have to put more water. This is kind of when you're spoiling the fried dumpling, right? You pass that stage, you put more water than you're making fried dumpling, it's spoiled at this point. The way it is. Your fried dumpling would be spoiled with the batter so wet, so you'd have to add more flour. But because I'm not making fried dumpling, I'm making fritters. You know, I'm going for a runny batter. So you mix everything in. It's kind of like the consistency of a cake. You know, a bit runny. So guys, I have half cup more water here, and I'm gonna slowly put it. So that was like, I may put all of it, half cup more. So that was what, 2.5 cups of water. And you saw the cup that I'm using, the same cup that I used to measure the flour. And this should be good. hope it's not too runny, guys. I think it's okay. Now no more water for sure, because there's water like at the edges there. Okay, so I'm good here. And you mix that in, and then I'm gonna fry. See, it's a bit dropping. The consistency of the batter is a bit dropping, and that's good. So I'm going to put the oil now on the stove to heat. So guys, depending on your size pot and depending on how much fritters you're making, you're gonna put oil. But because this is a big pot, but I won't put too much oil at one time, because you know I'm not making fried dumpling, and the less oily it is, better for me. But you know, fritters takes oil, which is why I don't fry it a lot, because it takes a lot of oil, that heat. So guys, I think the pot is hot. Let me turn it off because it's a bit too hot. And put the batter in. I want to try and get the batter equally proportioned, so I'm going to see if I can use the ice cream scoop. I'm not sure if the ice cream scoop is gonna work, or let me try it. But I don't want to make some bigger than some. It's hot, so I turned the burner off, but let me turn it back on. I'm gonna put one because I don't want it to, the oil is not really settling on this side, guys, and you make it flat, right? It's not settling on that side, which is why I'm gonna put it at that end of the stove. You notice all the oil is coming in here, you know, and you make it flat. The fritters, it's not round. So if your fried dumpling is looking like this, your fried dumpling is spoiled. Okay. I'll get my egg lifter to turn it. Yep, still needs frying some more, but you know, I want my fritters to fry slowly, and yeah, slowly, so that the outside doesn't get brown too quickly and the inside is cooked. It's kind of like egg, right? It's soft like fried egg. So my burner is on half. Let me put the oil there, and I like the way the oil runs down onto that side. So guys, I have an hour to spend frying these things, but let me see if I can get it done quickly, because after frying then I have to head out to work. Let me turn it up some more, because I don't want it to, you know, be soaking up all the oil and it's not frying. What am I gonna use to flip it, guys? Oops, sorry. I wanna flip it. Yeah. Because I can't hold it up because the other side is so wet, so I can't hold it with this thing as yet. But that looks good, but you know, I want the inside to cook. So, which is why I turned the burner down. But you know, you adjust your burner. If it's not frying, then you have to turn it up. See the amount of oil it absorbs. And some people don't turn it on till one side is fried, but you know, as soon as you can turn it, then I like to turn it. Flip it. Yep. Looks good. I kind of like this pot because the oil settles down there, and it's not really, you know, absorb into the fritters too much. So these are fried, so I'm gonna bring these down so they can fry quickly. I mean, those were formed. And drop my batter in. And you flatten it. Flatten it with the ice cream or whatever it is that you use. Flatten it. Okay. Even if I don't get to fry all these guys, I'm good because I can put the remaining batter into the fridge and then fry when I get back or for the next day, but I have enough to present for the video. Okay, so yeah, looking good. It's formed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get these down and put these up there so that they don't absorb the oil too much, because the oil, that's my concern. It's too oily. Let me turn up the burner. The reason why I don't turn it up, as I said, guys, I don't want the inside, the outside to brown too quickly and then the inside is not cooked. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna fry everything and then put to drain and serve. And I use the ice cream scoop so you know I don't get one. Try and get them equally proportioned. And fry to your desired color, you know, how you like it. And guys, as I said, I like to also prick. I like to prick it so that, you know, the oil goes on the inside. Right. So the inside is very important. You don't want to bite into it and it's not cooked. And yeah, so now that they're formed, I'm just trying to get them to get some color. And then I remove it. So this one I just flipped looks good. Okay, so you fry to your desired color if you like it that color or darker. And then, you know, if it's not frying fast enough, as it should, then you turn your burner up. But at first you don't want it to be frying too fast because you want the inside. I must stress on that. When you bite into this thing, the inside must be cooked. And remember, you have like the saltfish and the scallion inside. And most of all, you want the flour, yeah, to be cooked on the inside, not the saltfish, the flour. You don't want to be eating raw flour, because you find out with fritters, if you don't, you know, cook it slowly, fry it slowly. I like the way they feel, guys. You know, I prick it so that they can cook. The heat and the oil goes in on the inside and penetrate and cook it. Turn up the burner some more. And you just check, yeah, after you fry them at 5 minutes on both sides, and if 5 minutes is not enough, then you need more time. You know, fry them till they're cooked. After 5 minutes and then pricking it, then the inside should be cooked. And then after that, if it's cooked and it's not colored, it doesn't have the color, your desired color, you know, you cook it some more, fry it some more until it has the desired appearance. And these, I like these fritters because they're not looking too oily. Maybe because I didn't make the batter too runny. But fritters is similar to fried dumpling, but it's just that you put the saltfish and the seasoning. And then I'm gonna drain them here when they're ready. So guys, I'm happy with the way these three looks. I'm gonna remove these three. This is the color. And put to drain. You have to stay by your stove, guys, and watch your fritters because, you know, they'll burn like fried dumpling. And my pot is a bit hot here, so you know, you watch your fire. Turn it down. And then I'm gonna add some more. Guys, let me turn these first because the pot is really heating up and I don't want them to burn. Turn the flame off and add some more fritters. I shut it off. Okay guys, don't be afraid to shut the stove off if you find the burners too hot. But on the other hand, you want to put your fritters in hot oil, not cold oil, right? You flatten it. Whoa, I think this is burning, guys. Oh, good. Okay. That one is overdone. I don't like that one. But you know, the choice, as I said, if you like your fritter that color, then yeah. Oh, let me turn on back my burner. I forgot that the burner is off because it was so hot. So the batter, I could make the batter a bit runny, guys, but I find the runnier the batter, the more oil the fritters takes, like, absorb. Guys, it's raining month, April, and the month is almost done. Going into May. Mother's Day is around the corner. You make it flat. The flatter the better, it cooks faster. Now guys, while those are frying, let me take a look at these. Wonderful. Fritters. Yeah, see the texture? Look at it. Tastes like patty. So good. Tastes like patty, guys. Like beef patty. Just that there's no beef inside. Honestly, it does. I'm munching on this piece while frying. And remember to prick it. I'm not adding any more oil at this point, guys. I'm just trying to get the oil to go all over. Cooking it, frying it slowly, and pricking it. Let me flatten this, because the flatter the better. I'm not making dumplings, I'm making fritters. Flatten them. You won't like them if you bite into it and you're like, oh, the flour tastes raw. Not cooked on the inside. Because remember, you have saltfish and onion and those things on the inside, you know, kind of getting in the way of the flour cooking fast. So you have to make sure you're frying it slowly. And these are delicious. They taste, it tastes like patty. Oh my god. I'm excited. I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. The only way these things don't fry properly, unless I'm in a hurry. When I'm in a hurry, I turn the burn up so high, and you know, within no time it gets brown and inside is raw. And so, you know, you spend time doing this. Make sure you have enough time to fry them. And I haven't added any more oil. And then I have this left, so this will be the last batch. And I'm good, but guys, I am telling you, this thing is damn good. Used all my batter. And I like the fact that I didn't have to use any more oil. The job well done. See, I'm just lifting the pot so that the oil can be distributed evenly. I like the way the pot fries it. So if you have a good pot, guys, your pot's not too thin. You know, you fry slowly. And I have 35 minutes to go through the door to get to work. I'm not doing bad. I'm gonna finish them. So when time is against you, this is why you would hurry it up, and then it won't taste good. So you make sure you have enough time to. And the majority is done. So majority is done. So guys, remember, the thinner they are, the better. They fry faster when you make them thin, not too thick. Get you to see closer, guys, the fritters. I love the color, and they are excellent. So guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, okay? And please comment down below. So guys, the fritters is really delicious. Let me break it for you to see. See, I broke the saltfish up, and while I'm not a saltfish person, I love there are ways there are dishes I can make to enjoy saltfish. So good, so good. And guys, I finished making all this within 35 minutes. It wasn't bad. Now I have 15 minutes to get out the door, okay? And these, what I like I like the fact that I'm biting into the saltfish, the scallion, and also the onion, tomato with pepper. It's just perfect. I appreciate you watching the video this far, and you have a blessed day. You guys, let me break them for you to see closer the texture. And also, guys, these avocados are gonna be gone soon. It is so good with avocado. Oh man, man, man. Let me share some actually. So guys, just look at my plate. Look at my plate. Let me taste it now. Because I have 12 minutes to get through the door and it's raining. So I have to give myself enough time, guys. Oh yeah. The cup of tea. It's really good. Guys, this is the best fritters I've ever made.